Having some challenges in the vegetable garden. I feel like this happened last year too. I feel like the fall vegetable garden always gets away from me because it's fall and there's a lot going on. From Halloween to Thanksgiving to Christmas prep. I mean, I think a lot of people get that part. But for us, it's also birthday anniversary season. Like, it's the mad blitz of those things. We go from September, which is our dating anniversary, October, 3 of the family members have birthdays, then we hit November, then 3 more have birthdays, then we hit December, 2 more have birthdays, then we get into January, it's our wedding anniversary, and whew, we're done for the year. It's a lot. And what happens is then I'm trying to focus on getting all that going, and then all the okra falls down. And some of the plants have gotten a little challenged. So I need to go in and do some corrections, especially dealing with the Royal Ponciana. It has, I mean, you can see the branches are super low. They are shading out almost half the garden. I mean, look at the second trellis. It's really bad. So I need to knock this thing super far back, like super far back, to really open up some light, because everything I planted there, it sprouted and then went and I knew the shade was a lot, but I didn't get on top of it fast enough. So we got to get it today. And that's okay. We roll with it. That's what I want you guys always to think. Like, stuff happens, just adjust, keep going. We're also going to add some soil on top of the mulch now so that I can just replant some of the seeds and get them to take off a little bit faster. And then I'm going to clean up all this okra because it's falling over. It's just too big. It's too top heavy. We'll harvest what's left of it, and then, yeah. And then we'll replant some seeds. We'll also check out what's going on with the seeds that we planted about 4 weeks ago. Some of it's doing great. A couple things not so great. I've done some testing to try to figure out what's going on with the one thing, which is the Seminole pumpkins. So yeah, let's just get into it. Let's go do some vegetable gardening, and yay! You see the peppers, the multi-pack peppers did pretty well about sprouting. The basil did pretty good. Everglades tomatoes, 3 out of 4. Oh, they finally sprouted. I just see this. It took them 4 weeks and they finally came up. The pumpkins have really I've replanted them. So we planted them, we replanted them, and then I planted them out in the garden, and they really just have not sprouted. And I've planted them in a couple different spots, different types of soil, different shade levels. So I don't know, maybe these seeds were just a little bust. That's okay though. I mean, they might be. The Hisei peppers also, we got the one there. None of the other Hiseis came up. So I'm gonna have to redo some Hiseis because those Hiseis were so good. I don't want to waste it. That's the other thing I did. Cilantro, none of that came up. So, okay, so peppers, yay. Basil, yay. Everglades tomatoes, yay. Interesting that some of these took a really long time to get going. Seminole pumpkins, not sure. All right, so now I'm gonna start opening up and get some more sunlight down in here. It's amazing how much more opened up this already is, and only done half the tree. So I'm gonna keep going, and Yay. Maybe I can get this butterfly garden back to a sunny butterfly garden. More springtime maybe, I'll do another prune. Yeah, that way, but not having it be so full shade will make a big difference. Ladder safety. Always make sure your ladder is secure. If you need to put something underneath the feet of it, do that, because you do not want to be on the top of a ladder with a sharp object starting to fall. Bad, bad. So, ladder safety. 3 points of contact. Don't let your belt buckle be above the top. If you're wearing a belt, you know. Done, and it looks so much better. You want to see? Let's go. Look at how much more open that is. The canopy is significantly higher. No longer are we leaning on the trellis. Way more open. Way more open. So we should, on a sunny day, today's really overcast, be able to get a lot more sunlight to the butterfly garden and of course to our vegetables down here. This will be good. So next up, we're gonna take out all this okra because as you can see, it's literally a hot mess. And while I take it out, I'll harvest what's usable off of it. So the two tools I'm using today, or one of the sets of tools I'm using today, is I've got some pruning shears. I've got a link down in the description below, and these are Fisker's loppers. If you couldn't tell, they cut through stuff like butter. I love these. I used to use just the hedge trimmers, which there is a time and a place for those hedge trimmers, but these loppers, oh my gosh. Let's take a look. It's butter, like legitimately. Do you see that? Like no effort. No effort on my part. Okay, not like no effort, but like it's so minimal, it's ridiculous. All right, let's see what okra we've got in here. And of course, we'll compost all the stuff we don't use. I've heard, so thank you all for ideas about what I used to use okra, because I'm very new to the okra game. Definitely want to try, I don't know if I'll get to it this year, to learn how to pickle okra. We used it in some gumbos and stuff like that. Some of it just came in. I mean, this stuff comes in fast once it starts coming in, like a lot of crops. So, I don't know. We're gonna try out some more recipes. I literally told Ben, because we have a way to search the comments. He was like, what do we do with all this okra? I was like, just search the comments. Put in okra, because y'all have been putting in lots of ideas. And he's like, oh, cool. Because we had no idea. We did not grow up eating okra. It was not our jam. Ow. There's like little tiny spiky thorny things on here, which I'm sure keeps pests away. Less desirable when you're harvesting, especially on like the young ones. I just want you to see how easy these are, because I was such a holdout. Look at that. Look how thick that is. Isn't that crazy? If you are doing a lot of stem trimming that's like this big, especially if it's like a very greeny type wood, butter, use these. I'm like I'm like fangirling so big time. I think it's because I've always tried to like minimize how much stuff I have for the garden. to make it cost effective. And then like every now and then you get a tool and you're just like, man, why did I hold out this long? This is so helpful. But like I was saying, you know, it's just that time of year for us where stuff just kind of goes crazy. And there's just so much going on that, you know, and you might have that time of year for you. Like it might not be right now, but you have a season where, oh my gosh, look at that. I didn't know they do that. That's cute. Like you just, it gets out of control pretty easily. You know, maybe for you it's summer or spring and the garden's trying to do its thing really fast and you just can't keep up. Like don't, you know, you just start to learn that and then you work that into your plan. So you just don't go as aggressive with like how much you're trying to do it, or you just know like it's gonna get away from you and then the next season you'll get it back under control, or you just like always let it go wild. All these are options. They have such pretty flowers. So I think I'm a little too late to go replant the corn, so we will not replant corn. I'm debating. You know, I kind of want to go a little crazy and just like put Seminole pumpkins up here in this main bed. I've got the peppers, and I don't really want to get into too many other vegetables. Just I'm trying to acknowledge that it's that time of year. I'm just not gonna have the time. So I was debating, do I just put some of the Seminole pumpkins right here in this middle bed and let them run there? Because I had some problems with them, even in the sweet potato area. I'm not sure what is going on. I've only had a couple come up, and I don't know if it's me and how I'm planting them, or they're just, they got exposed to moisture or something. Something's just not right. You know, that happens. Ugh. So we got a lot still left to do. Okay, so after I wrap up this harvest of okra, what we'll do next is I'm gonna put down some soil so that we can replant some seeds. I'm gonna put more beans in, and then I think I'm gonna put, I've got the seeds for the peppers that are still growing on the side of the house, so they're doing great. Maybe do a tomato and a pumpkin in the middle here. I have them so that they can go up and run on the trellis. But I really, really do want to get a bunch of Seminole pumpkins. So, and I know they'll do better on the ground. Same with those Everglades. And I don't know what's going on, if it's just like a watering issue that's happening over in the sweet potato section. The sweet potatoes are fine, but the carrots, I think we had a couple days where, like, as we switched from the rainy season to the wet season, some things just went awry. We didn't get the sprinklers back on fast enough, and I was busy with work, so maybe I just let everything kind of not do so great. I was doing fine with the seeds on the side of the house. That one's because I was paying attention more to those. So maybe that's what I needed. My problem is. Oh geez. I mean, I know most of this is not going to be usable, but we'll go through later what is and isn't. I'll just bring it all in the house, we can wash it, and then we'll go through it and figure out what he wants to use or not use. Like, it's so bad. I haven't even like done the jelly jam for the beauty berries yet. But they're in the fridge, so they're okay. I just checked them yesterday because I was like, oh my God, I totally forgot about that. Crazy. A question for you guys. Do you guys want to see me do canning? Go on an adventure of trying stuff out? Because I am not a good canner. I've done a teensy tiny amount. But if you would like to see me try, fail, maybe succeed some things, just let me know. Maybe I'll, I don't know, I thought about doing a second channel for stuff like that. If you guys are interested in it, you know, I can pull out the video camera, pull out the phone and video it, you know. I won't be as probably good about putting them up on the channel like every week, at least now. Not while I have a full-time job. If I was ever full-time doing this, then definitely every week. But yeah, let me know in the comments. We can go on an adventure of canning too. And like, who are your favorite channels for any of you guys who can? Because like I've been learning a lot from 1870s Homestead. Love her like pantry tours. And then I've been really watching a lot of like Acre Homestead. She's up in, cause like 1870s is up in Michigan. And then Acre Homestead, she's over in Washington State. Actually, I'm like 99% sure she's from the city that my husband grew up in, just based on some things she said. But I've been watching them and all their preserving stuff, and I really enjoy it. We're definitely gonna be doing more meal planning type stuff like that, just because we are so busy, and I've gotten some really good ideas. So I've been thinking like, hey, I'm gonna do more of that. And that's gonna happen no matter what. But then I was like, you know what, maybe people wanna watch that. So let me know. If you don't, that's cool too. I'm still gonna do it. Oh, getting so itchy right now. These things have like little prickly hairs on them. And they are giving me little micro itchies. This is, wanna see how much okra this is? I'm not even done. Ugh. There's all this. If we actually did more cooking videos, you would see more Ben, because Ben is the cooker of the house. I'm the cleaning, organizing lady. Okay, I was just cleaning up some of these banana leaves, so they're not in the way of my neighbor's truck as he pulls out. And like, do you see this? Half an inch, and you would have been dead. Oh my gosh. But you live today. Carry onward, my son. Carry onward. Okay. Well, if you're wondering, how do I hide all the glistening sweat? Well, it's because I wear a black shirt. And this black shirt is a Wild Floridian shirt. And if you'd like one, if you're watching from your phone or you're watching from your laptop, just scroll down a little bit. There's a new store down there that I got because I hit 10,000 subscribers, which, oh my gosh, yay! Amazing. I can't believe it. It's actually like, thank you all so much for watching and hanging out with me in my garden, because who knew? I mean, so one of the bonus perks is that like I can share a little store with you. And what's really cool is this coming year, I've already started designing a bunch of shirts for you guys, one for each season that kind of show our different native plants or wildlife. Some really cool stuff coming with that. So if you're looking forward to it, go ahead, scroll down a little bit, check it out. All right, back to going in this. Wow, it's way more open now. Let's check it out again. Okay. I mean, how's it looking now? Does this not look way more open? Plus I removed some banana leaves just to help from that angle too, and to help my neighbor so he doesn't keep hitting them. But look at this arch. It is gonna get way more sunlight. The canopy is so much higher now. So now we're just gonna go lay out some soil and replant a couple seeds. Okay. So now that all the weeds are under control in this area, and what I'm doing right now is I'm just pulling back that little bit of mulch that we had and exposing soil, and then I'm gonna put some fresh soil right in this little trench that I'm digging. Where there are beans that came up or a plant that did come up, I'm just gonna leave it and just kind of go around it. And that's what I'm gonna do, because I just feel like some of the plants, besides the shade problem, you know, of course they get a little challenged by going through the mulch, even though we did it like really, really thin. Some years got a little thick too, but most of them were pretty thin. That's why most of the plants are coming up, but I'm just gonna like double dose it because I really want to get everybody going because it's October and we got to get going, right? Right. Oh, well, it's fall, you know. It's been pretty dry and it's about to start raining. But we got a lot of work done. We've got a lot of stuff pruned out. We've opened it up so it's much sunnier. We've gotten a lot of beans replanted and some pumpkins replanted so that we can really just get this going and have an amazing fall garden pretty quickly, hopefully. And I hope your garden is going way better than mine was going and that you're getting a lot of fall vegetable abundance. And if you're not and you need help with tips on what to grow and when to grow it, go ahead and get your free seasonal gardening calendar at www.wildfloridian.net/calendar. Okay, I'll see you soon. Bye.